Last winter, we had a lot of people saying you should get a plow and a salter for your truck, and I could not have agreed more. This year, we went out and we did something very special for the Duramax, because that's what I drive in the winter time. And a lot of people on Instagram, when I made my post last night about that being my winter rig, were like, oh, you park your Tundra for the winter, it's just a work truck. No, I put winter tires on it, and my mom drives it in the winter time because the car that she drives cannot be driven in the winter time.
So this is what we ended up buying. We bought a 8-foot Snow Dog, just a straight blade.
I got this from a place up from one town over, and because not 100% super happy with the service that I got, I'm very happy with everything, but we're gonna go over everything that I got. I'm gonna show you guys the controls and how everything works. I've never even used it yet, so bear with me. But then I'm gonna talk about the things that I don't like about it, which was mainly just the service.
So the thing that I'm happy with is we got an 11 cubic foot tailgate salt spreader. This spreader can actually take salt and grit mix as well as sand.
There's a few really cool things about this salter. Actually, it has a vibrator built into it, and I'll show you guys the controls, and I'll show you guys all that once we get on the inside. It has a little vibrator built onto the side here.
Nice little step bar for if you're loading salt bags or salt into it up top. This opens up like this. Take this off.
And you lift up. And inside here, there's a little bit of a mesh here,
I guess to stop chunks and whatnot. And then it just goes down into the auger and it shoots it out the back. But it can hold, I think we guessed that it'll hold about 8 or 9 salt bags.
This salt spreader, we paid $3,200 installed for. Now, ones like this, about this size, are a little more expensive, but because it was last year's model, that's why we got it for the price that we did.
There's a few things on it. They said that they were going to paint this because it sat in their yard, and that was one of the things I was kind of upset with. I told them that we were going to drop off cat paint yellow,
and they just, no communication. I went and picked it up, and they're like, oh, well, you never dropped off the paint, so we didn't do it. I'm like, well, I just spent $3,200 on the salter, and you could have called and said, hey, listen, drop off your paint, we're installing it today. But again, minor detail. They did say next year when I want to come back under warranty, they'll give me a new bar. So
all it does is it just hooks into our receiver. These bars are sitting on the back plates, and then these are your connections here. Moving up to the front of the truck, this is one thing that I'm really happy with. The 8-foot Snow Dog plow.
A lot of people were wondering why we didn't get a V plow, and it's just cost. This was cheaper than a V plow. I'm not doing condos or apartment buildings where I need to wing stuff. I'm gonna be doing the yard and the storage, and you guys know that I just need to wing stuff and windrows. I'm not doing anything fancy.
Has halogen lights, which I will be swapping out for LEDs because I like LEDs. I think that they perform better and you can see more, but they are really good. I'm looking for someone to actually replace the Snow Dog with Ken White right there. It is a quick attach system. You got your 2 jacks. You have a jack on this side and a jack on the other side.
We did get footage of us putting this back on, so I'll put that in later. We'll go inside and show you guys the controls. So this is my control for the plow. To turn the power on, you press this button here. You can see that it lit up. Up is up, down, down, up. You got your side. Now what we'll do is we'll show you guys my favorite thing, which is the controller for the salter. When you're sitting in the truck here, your salter control, this is my plow, your salter control is down here. Turn the power on and it automatically is starting to go. Has a few interesting features here on it. It has blast mode, which ramps it right up to number 9 right away if you're doing an area where you just want to shoot it really far. And then it also has something awesome, which is the vibrator that I showed you guys. So you hit this button. looking ahead at the weather, this is actually going to be awesome, because if we get what the weather is saying right now, we're supposed to be getting 10 to 15 centimeters of snow on Sunday. If we end up getting that, then Tuesday's video will be the first plowing video of 2020. All in all together, everything was $11,000, $500, taxes in, installed. So I'm super happy with how everything went, and now we can talk about things that I didn't like about it. We're in the Duramax here, and things I didn't like about this, and because that's why I'm not naming the truck place that did it, because I'm not looking to piss anybody off. But at the end of the day, it's my money. I spent the money, we paid for it. And when I first went there to the place to get this, they were super helpful. The sales guy showed me everything. He showed me a bunch of different plows. I had my eyes set on this one and the Salter. The whole process was awesome. We worked out payment, wrote him a check, we dropped it off. And then the install happened, and the install went super smooth. They called me, we set it up for a Tuesday. By Thursday morning, it was already done. We went and picked it up. But this is where it kind of starts to irritate me. And let me know in the comments if I'm just being crazy or if you guys kind of agree. When I went to pick it up, they closed at 5 and it was about 4:25, 4:30. So I walked in and the guy that sold me it was actually there, and he just had his head down on his computer. And I walked in and I didn't think he saw me. And I'm like, hey, it's Taylor White, Come White Construction. I'm here to pick up my plow. And he just was like typing on his computer, had his head down the whole time. Didn't even look at me. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I'm like, I'm new to the whole plowing thing. I said, I've never hooked one up. I've never taken one off. I said, I'm going to have to float stuff around with the truck tomorrow. So can someone come out here and show me how to just unhook the stuff? 10 minutes. That would be awesome. And as I'm doing that, the, I guess, service manager called some guy from the shop up, and the guy that I bought the plow off of was still looking down his computer, not even looking at me, not even acknowledging me, not saying, hey, welcome back, hey, really appreciate the business, thank you very much. So the service manager, he stayed in his office. I gave him a wave. He waved back at me. So I was just kind of standing in the shop awkwardly, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go wait outside. And they're like, yeah, okay. And we needed to be back at the yard by 5 because we needed to float stuff around. And at this time, it's 4:40, and we're about 20 minutes away. We waited 5, 10, 15 minutes, and still nobody just came outside to show us quickly how to do it. So we left. And as soon as I left, I got a call from the company, and they're like, oh, like, we went to go out and show you guys, but you guys took off. I just felt as if I was underappreciated. The sale was over. And I talked about this whenever I bought my camper in the summertime. It was kind of the same deal. Like, whenever I was going there to buy something, I was getting awesome service. Everyone was like, yeah, awesome. We really appreciate it. This is this is that. And as soon as the check was handed over and everything was done, it's like I didn't even matter in the world anymore. And that really pisses me off when sales and companies do that. All right, now what we're doing is we're gonna go start the old Ford truck. Cold start, see if that it will start.
It's been super cold this week. This truck has been parked for about 2.5 months. Battery could be dead. A lot of things could not work on this, but we're gonna try to see if it'll fire up here.
Weird, there's no power at all. All right, truck's not starting. He's gonna grab booster cables and a truck, and we're gonna fire it up.
We're all loaded up. We're just gonna chain this up.
We'll drive her there tomorrow. At least that way now I can only do one trip, and that works out good. You guys saw the plowing setup. I want all your feedback. I want all the smoke in the comments. You guys let me know. what you guys think of the plow and the salter. Like I said, Sunday they're calling for a bit of snow. Hopefully we'll be able to get out and do that. And thank you guys for giving me tips last year saying, hey, you should really buy a plow and a salter. That shows you guys I pay attention to the comments. I see what you guys say all the time. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. But of course, I didn't forget about you guys, the true patriots of the channel that watch the entire videos to the very end, which is right now. And if you are one of those true patriots, I want you guys to comment down below, bring on the snow. Why bring on the snow? Well, we're pretty set up for it here now. The blade is finishing up as well too. We got the plow, the salter. Bring it on, baby. So if you guys watch the entire video to the very end, comment down below, bring on the snow. I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. As always, take care.
When I was not around, certain people that I know